Today I'm going to show you how to compare fractions that are greater than 1. These are fractions that are both bigger than the number 1 or 1 whole. So for example, we have 3 2/3 and 3 5/6. Both of those fractions are bigger than 1. But you know what? Oh, whoops. You know what? It's kind of difficult to determine which of these is bigger because they're both so big. They're both bigger than 1. There is a little shortcut though, which I'm going to show you right now. Both of these numbers, 3 2/3 and 3 5/6, have 3 wholes. So that kind of puts them on a level playing field. Imagine if you had one kid who was 3 feet tall, and another kid who was 3 feet tall, same exact height, but this kid over here went up, let's say his hair went up 2/3 of a foot, and this person over here, their hair went up an extra 5/6 of a foot. Think about that. They're probably pretty similar in height, but all we need to know is which of the fraction parts is bigger. Is 2/3 bigger or is 5/6 bigger? So, let's figure it out. So again, I don't really care about this 3. All I care about is 2/3 and 5/6. So I've got 2/3 over here. 1 whole, split it into 3 equal parts, shade 2 of them, 1/3, 2/3. Now let's draw 5/6. 1 whole, cut it into 6 equal parts, shade 5. 1, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. Okay. You know, I have an idea of which is bigger, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. 2/3 is 1 unit away from the whole. 5/6 is 1 unit away from the whole. But which is actually closer to the whole thing? Well, I know that thirds are bigger than sixths, right? So that means this 5/6 is bigger because we only have 1 little sixths left until we fill the whole thing. Here we have 1 huge third to go. That means 2/3 is tiny compared to 5/6. 5/6 is closer to the whole. So guess what? 3 2/3 is less than 3 5/6. All right, next. 2 3/5 versus 18/7. Wow, these fractions look way different. I wish they looked more like this, where I could just compare my 2 fractions if they had the same whole. Well, there is a way to do that. We know how to change 18/7 to a mixed number. Let's see. 18/7. How many 7s can fit inside 18? How many times does 7/7 fit in 18? Well, let's skip count by 7. 7, 14, 20. Oh, went too far. So I can fit 14 7ths. And how much is left over when you take 14 from 18? 4. 4 7ths. So 14 7ths, that's 2 wholes, 2 7s, and 4 7ths is what's left over. So I have 2 and 4 7ths. So I'm going to make this a little neater. Erase all the ink on my slide. So this becomes 2 wholes and 4 7ths. Now, just like in our first problem, all I have to care about, all I really care about, are the fractions. If 2 and 2 are the same whole number, then I can just worry about 3/5 and 4/7. Which is bigger, 3/5 or 4/7? Well, let's count. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, and 4/7. 1/7, 2/7, 3/7, 4/7. All right. Actually, to be honest, just looking at my pictures, these fractions look pretty similar. I wonder if they're equal. Who knows? Maybe one is slightly bigger than the other. Maybe one is slightly smaller. Let's figure it out. Okay. So what I can do to figure out which of these fractions is bigger is start with my fifths over here. Okay, so I'm over here on the left. Now look at my sevenths. What if I took my fifths and cut it into 7 rows? Let's count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I don't have fifths. I have, anybody know? 35ths. I took my 5 columns and I multiplied it into 7 rows. Now how many are shaded? Well, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So I found an equivalent fraction to 3/5, that is 21 out of 35. Now I'll take my 7 over here on the right and cut that into 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have 35ths, just like on the other side. And how many are shaded? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Oh my gosh. So which is bigger, 21 35ths or 20 35ths? The answer is, of course, 21 is 1 unit bigger than 20. So this got really messy, but this tells me everything I need to know. That 2 3/5 is just a little bit bigger than 18/7.